Hey, what's up guys, it's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back again with the best log bait deck in the meta right now. So instead of having Firecracker, Dark Prince, or Ice Spirit, we've elected to use Dark Goblin in the meta because it is so good against Graveyard. This deck has an absurd amount of bait potential with the Princess, the Dark Goblin, the Rascals, the Goblin Gang, and of course the Goblin Barrel. Log bait is one of my favorite decks in Clash Royale because I feel like it's kind of a mini game trying to keep the Princesses and Dark Goblins alive as long as possible. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with the new best log bait deck. And if you're not already supporting me in the shop, my creator code is SirTag. By using creator code SirTag, I get a percentage of all money spent in the shop at no extra cost to you. It allows me to spend more time on my videos and I really appreciate it. So this guy's gonna go in for Skellies. We're gonna go and split Rascals so we don't give him too much log bait or fireball bait on one side. And he's gonna go have Ice Golem and Skeleton. So this might be 2.9 Expo. That's what I'm thinking right now. He's gonna have Musketeer though, so it could be 2.6 Hog Rider. Not gonna be either of those, guys. It's gonna be Balloon. Probably Balloon with Bomb Tower and Snowball. That's what I'm thinking now after we see the Bard Barrel. So I am just making all these changes. Yeah, there it is in my head until we figured out exactly what he had. We're going to have to go for a rocket here so then the balloon doesn't get damaged, but the Musketeer will lock onto our tower, I believe. Yeah. So that was well played on his end. We were able to mitigate all but one bit of damage from the Muskie. Balloon didn't get a hit, so that's all that really matters. He's going to have a pretty good matchup here if he plays this correctly, but I still think we can win, despite him having double small spells here. I just need to play my best, and maybe we can come out with a victory. We need to stack as many Dark Goblins as possible, so then he's forced a Bard Barrel on it. We need to be able to kill the Bomb Towers pretty quickly. If we can keep our Princess alive, that'd be ideal. So we're going to be dropping our Rascals right in front. Then we're going to go in for a Dark Goblin to go and snipe the Bomb Tower. So if we kill the Bomb Tower, then we can actually make a pretty fruitful endeavor with our Rascals on the other side. Going to go in for a Bard Barrel. We can just go in for a Goblin Gang again and finish off the Musketeer. Guys, this is going so well. This is the type of start that you want. If you keep your Princesses alive, the game spirals out of control for your opponent. They are not able to deal with the Princess, and then you overwhelm them with the amount of elixir that you have on them, because they're just going to constantly throw elixir at you. They dropped a Bard Barrel. Well, we got a Goblin Gang on top of the Bard Barrel, so it didn't reach the Princess. We were able to make sure that we eliminated the Bomb Tower, so it didn't splash onto the Rascals and the Princess. These are the games that we want. Because we have an elixir advantage, despite him having a pretty good matchup, we still can win this game. And the start was really advantageous for him as well, so hopefully we can keep it up, guys. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel again, because he's going to Bard Barrel again. Yep. Knew that he was forced to Bard Barrel there, so that was good for me. And then I can go for Rascals right on top of the Muskie. Waiting for the tower to target, so we leaked a little bit of elixir for that. But I wanted to have our tower as a resource. So I can't rocket simply because you guys already know, right? He's got Balloon. It's just not a good trade for me. I'm going to have to go for a Dark Goblin here. If he does go in for a Balloon, yep, it's going to be a Balloon. Then we have to rocket, drop a log, make sure that the Musketeer dies, and we're A-okay. I don't know if I rocketed the Musketeer too. I don't know if I needed to drop that log or not. That's fine though. I can go drop the Goblin Barrel off to the side and see if he adjusts his Bard Barrel accordingly. But I don't really like being in a situation. Okay, yeah, we get one hit. If you guys noticed that Goblin Barrel placement, if they drop the Bard Barrel right down the middle, you always still get a hit. So we need to kill that as quickly as possible. Oh, he made a prediction. Really, really good play. He dropped the Bomb Tower there. He's going to be able to kill the Rascals. I was dropping more cards at the river expecting a Balloon. Dude, he outplayed me there, actually. Seriously, really good play, man. Bomb Towers on offense is an underrated play that most people don't understand. It's really solid. Yeah, so I have to go for Rascals here, and I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side. I don't know if he'll expect it. It's going to be off to the right-hand side this time. And we're going to wait. Okay, he missed it. He missed it. That's really good. I can't go for a Goblin Gang right on top. I have to drop it farther away when the Musketeer is close to our tower. Yeah, he was able to defend, but at what cost, right? Okay, we can go in for another Goblin Barrel soon. I'm a believer, guys. I need to go and cycle for Princess here. If he goes in for a Miner, we're going to go for Rascals. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do now. Very clean stuff, guys. We can start to log cycle this guy because he's starting to play really well. He's actually making me a bit nervous about this game because one Balloon connection and he's back in business, right? And he's dropping Skeletons, so even if he misses it, then he's always going to be able to protect it. So that's another cool thing. If you guys didn't know, you drop Skeletons like this guy did, and you'll always be able to defend no matter what. We're going to drop our Prince. We're going to go in for a Rocket again. I just can't let that thing get on my tower. It's just against my religion to allow Balloon connections. Go in for Goblin Barrel off to the side. We're going to log the Skeletons this time if he decides to drop it. He's going to miss it. He's going to miss it, and then he drops Ice Golem. Oh my gosh, dude. This is such a difficult matchup because he's got double small spells, and then he's also got that too. He's got those shenanigans, man. So he's going to snowball back the Dark Goblin. I think that we're going to be A-okay, though. I can go for another goblin barrel here and go for a log. And I think that we're going to be able to get enough damage with one more log and rocket. So I can probably go for that if the princess is... it's not worth it. It's just better to defend, guys. It's better to just win this game off of defending. Yeah. Rather not try to rocket cycle when I don't have to. It would be really flashy and cool to just take the tower, but we can't make it happen. As you guys can see, it's going to take 4 seconds for a rocket to get there. So even if I drop it right now, it's not even going to come out of my hand. GG, well played, and peace out. Very difficult matchup, but I'm glad to win it. And that was, woof, a stressful one. We're going to go for Princess in the back to open up this game, and this guy's going to have bats. So when we see bats, we're automatically assuming it's going to be a cycle deck with miner, but I've been wrong before. It just looks like it right now. So I could rocket that, but I would be down a bit of elixir, so I don't want to. He might go for a Valkyrie, so I'm going to go for a Prince. And we're going to be able to lock onto the tower and the Magic Archer. Notice how we were able to get that real close, up close and personal on him. Interesting deck, dude. I haven't seen anything like this in a while. I want to just log back this Magic Archer when I can. So then the tower is going to be able to finish it off in accordance with a log. Feels good, man. So how are we going to play this? We've got a significant amount of chip damage on the other side. I could rocket those. You know, log bait is not very good against anyone that decides to have Fireball for our Rascals and Royal Hogs for a whole bunch of spam. But the Princess hopefully is going to be able to hit the bats. No, the bats don't walk into accordance with the Princess shot immediately. So we have a really tough time ahead of us. Can we claw our way back into this game and win it? I hope so, guys. I'm going to go for a Prince. I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel because I hope that he's down a lot of elixir after fireballing and dropping bats and going for Royal Hogs. I would assume he is, right? He's going to go for a log, and I hope it doesn't extend to hit the Princess, so it doesn't. I can't really do too much here. Just going to let that do its thing. I could have logged the Spear Goblin, to be honest, but I just don't want to spend extra elixir and then get punished right now. Just doesn't feel like a good decision. So he's going to go in for Magic Archer on that side, and he probably splits his Royal Hog. So let's go for a Dark Goblin on the left-hand side. What? Okay, we can just rocket them. I'm okay doing that. I'm okay rocketing that and eating the entirety of the Magic Archer because it doesn't come anywhere to taking my tower. This will probably be a 1-0 victory either way. I don't think it's going to be a dynamic game if I can rocket the Royal Hogs and make sure that the Magic Archer never connects to my tower. So I think rocketing the Royal Hogs is probably the best play, like I just learned. Wasn't aware of that before, apparently. You can go for pretty high Rascals. Okay, I was expecting him to Fireball, so I didn't want to give him Fireball value on that side, so that was unfortunate. Remember, he's got logs, so I think I have to go drop my Goblin Barrel a little bit further off to the side and see if we can get some value with it. He's going to drop Goblin Gang instead. Okay, that's great. We can log now. We can drop Rascals. We can drop Goblin Gang. We're not going to drop Rascals yet. I think we're just going to eat the damage from the Magic Archer if possible for a little bit and then drop our Rascals afterward. All right, cool. So the Rascals are going to give us value. We're trying to win this as a 1-0 game, and let's go, baby. We take the tower. If we're able to defend, we win this game. So I just want to go in for a rocket here. Hopefully we can hit all the pigs. I'm going to log that one pig back. Make sure it dies. 14 seconds remaining. He needs to get a Magic Archer or pigs on our tower. So, guys, we're just trying our hardest here. He's going to Fireball me. He's trying to get Magic Archer damage. It's not going to happen. We don't have it in alignment. The Ice Golem is not going to lock onto the tower. And we come back and win the game. I really counted us out there. So I learned from failure, right? We took so much damage from those Royal Hogs connecting to our tower because I didn't rocket it and he fireballed on top of our Rascals. You gotta rocket the Royal Hogs. That's what you have to do in a lot of situations. It's cool learning from your mistakes and still being able to win the game at the end. We're gonna go for Princess in the back and we see Wall Breakers. So we're gonna go and sauce out a log to shut down those Wall Breakers and make sure that he can't get any chip damage on us. So that's the cycle bats. We're actually going to be up a little bit of elixir if you count the Princess at the river. And I think he's going to have Magic Archer, so we want to go for a Prince at the river to stop that from connecting to our tower. Okay, not the deck that I thought he had. Definitely not the deck that I thought he had. I thought he was going to have Wall Breaker Cycle with Bomb Tower. So that's why I made that prediction after seeing the bats and the Wall Breakers at the start. But he's going to have Bandit and he's going to have Miner. So this could be the Mega Knight variation with Musketeer. Alright, I think it's going to be Mega Knight with Musketeer and no big spell. And then he's going to have Zap with it as well. So that's actually a pretty okay matchup for us if we save our Rascals or our Prince for the Mega Knight at all points in time. So, I think he subbed out the Musketeer for the Magic Archer. Yeah, I think that's the substitution he made. I don't really want to go in for my Rascals because if I did that, we could just lose the game straight up to someone going in for a Mega Knight and not Magic Arching at the river like that. So, I made the safe play, and I stand by that. I want to go in for a Goblin Gang in the back because he's probably going to go in for a zap on it, and he won't be able to break through it. Just go for a Prince. Oh, no, that's actually going to get a double connection. That's really unfortunate. It's okay, though. It's a-okay. If we go in split lane push with the goblin barrel and the prince, this is really, really good for us. We're going to bait out elixir on both sides, and then the prince connects to the tower still, I think. So what are you going to do, my dude? You're just going to let that prince connect. Oh my gosh. My man. So rascals are going to stay alive. I would not be surprised if he Mega Knights on top of that. But that's not going to connect to our tower because that's a pretty deep... Yeah, it's a really deep magic archer. I can go for a log, and then the princess will be able to hit it, and I don't think the magic archer gets a hit on our tower because we were able to cancel out its attack. Because he's got Mega Knight, I'm a bit scared, but should be able to still shut down that bandit. He's going to Mega Knight on us soon, right? At what point do you Mega Knight? There it is. Okay. So he was just holding it the entire game. That's one of those cards, if you don't know that they have it, and they hold it for super, super long, and they get a huge positive elixir trade, you can automatically lose the game. So you have to be super careful in the meta and know what cards are indicative of Mega Knight. For me, whenever I see anything with Bandit or anything with Wall Breakers and Bandit, I know for certain that it's going to be Mega Knight. There's no other possibility. So, yeah. Usually if it's just like a standard control deck with Wall Breakers, it's not going to have Bandit as well. So that's one of the key things that you guys can look for when you see a Wall Breaker cycle deck. And then you never really want to spam your rascals at the river for that reason. So I'm not going to be protecting my princesses in a lot of situations. I'm going to go for Goblin Gang here instead. Now we're going to go for our rascals. I think that he's going to be able to get at least two. Yeah, 2 hits there, unfortunately. But now we can start to spam him with the Goblin Barrel, Rocket, the Magic Archer, and the Tower. And the Goblin Barrel is going to be able to get too much damage here. I think we win the game off this. So GG, well played, and peace out, brother. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. You just had to play really safe when you identify it as a Mega Knight deck, and you'll win. Right, guys, we got a game against Nicholas. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's up. I definitely want to open up the game with a princess, and he's going for a golem. Not a stage 1 golem, so I'm incredibly disappointed in Nicholas, guys. If he dropped the golem at the river, then that's the big brain play, but we're going to do that. That is small brain. You don't go for golem in the back first play and don't go for it at the river. I love seeing the golem at the river. It's the memeiest thing ever. So we're going to be able to go and pull that to the opposite lane with the Goblin Barrel. Feels good, man. Then we're going to be able to go for rascals here. The prince will be able to tank for the baby dragon, so that will not give it immediately on top of us. We keep the princess alive. This is one of the best possible interactions for us, guys. We bait out arrows, and then we can go for a dark goblin. Unfortunately, the prince is actually getting targeted by the baby dragon, so I thought it was going to be able to tank. I thought that the golem would not push it into the tower. So if that worked out, I think we would have been in an even better spot. But man, that interaction with pulling the Night Witch to the opposite lane with the Goblin Barrel, that was crazy, right? So how are we going to play this? I think if we don't have Prince, it's going to be difficult to find the golem. So I think we have to play pretty aggressively. Oh no. Bomber is a card that we hate seeing. It's really, really good against ground cards, and we only have ground cards. We have no air cards. We don't have Electro Dragon. We don't have Baby Dragon. We don't have Inferno Dragon. He's giving us some cheeky BM too, so I have to assert dominance on him, but this is going to be a tough one. Okay, very nice rocket. Clean stuff for us. Even though we're in tribe, we don't chief pat those rockets today, brother. It's not happening. So how are we going to win? I think we have to go in for a prince, but if he goes baby dragon, he'll be able to kill our princess, so hopefully he's not counting elixir to do that. Alright, he's not. That's good. He's just going to go in for a mini pack opposite lane. The mini pack will die too, right? It's not going to get hit on our tower. He might be... if I had dropped that in time, that would be so sick. Or if it pushed it out away for the baby dragon. Prince doesn't get a connection either, but then the rascal's going to be able to kill the baby D, so that's fine. And then because he used arrows, I feel comfortable going in for a Goblin Barrel and Goblin Gang. He might just eat this, sack the tower, and then go in for a golem. But yeah, if he decides to keep spamming here, that's really good for us because we'll probably just lose the right-hand tower anyway. I don't want to see a golem right now. I really don't. Okay. Your wish is my command, he says as he drops the golem. We can go in for a rocket, kill everything, and then have the princess kill the bats, so then we don't get 3 ground here. I wonder if I could log that off. Oh, man. That is definitely going to be miserable. So the prince gets pushed back, so then it targets the rascals. We still lose the tower here. I need to be able to take the other side. I don't know if I can 3-crown him, guys. This is just going to be a little bit more difficult because he's simply got the bomber. If I lose this game, I would not be incredibly disappointed with myself, but we're going to be trying our hardest here, guys. We're still trying until the game is over. He's going to go golem. He's going to say GG. He's going to be a little bit of an annoying person. He's BMing me too. Don't you hate it, guys, when you get BM'd by people that go golem first play? I'm not a huge fan of it, but GG, man. Peace out. We'll move on to the next one, and hopefully we can play better there. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and this guy's not dropping anything, so we're going to go for a Goblin Gang so then we don't get to double elixir and find out he's got golem triple spell, right? If he's got golem triple spell and we wait until double elixir and we haven't cycled something, it's an automatic loss. So we need to make sure that we cycle Goblin Gang at the start, feel out what he's got, and then try to make plays afterward. I'm going to go for Rascals here to keep the Dark Goblin alive. See what he wants to do. He's going to go Bard Barrel, but that doesn't kill the Dark Goblin immediately, and it definitely doesn't kill all the Rascals immediately. Still gets some decent value. The Baby Dragon's going to fall without any belches on our tower, and he's going to poison. So this is making me think that it's probably going to be Graveyard. Against Graveyard, we generally have an okay matchup because we have Dark Goblin, but if we had anything other than Dark Goblin, I think that we automatically lose this. If we have Firecracker, there's no way that we win. If we have Ice Spirit, it's even worse, right? So I could rocket that, right? Is that close enough? No, it's not. I thought it was. For whatever reason, I had some, I don't know. I had some epiphany that rocket would be able to reach that, and it was incorrect. It's probably going to go in for, okay. All right, I was expecting to have a different deck. Wow. It's not going to Bar Barrel that either. Like, he just went in for Electro Wizard. I was expecting the other, more standard variation of Graveyard, but yeah, this is undoubtedly going to be a Graveyard deck. Knight's going to be dropped, so I want to save our Dark Goblin usually, but I can't let him cross the river here, so we're going to go drop our Rascals. He's probably going to go in for a Graveyard. If he did, I wouldn't have had Goblin Gang, and I wouldn't have had Dark Goblin, so I needed to do that Rascal placement just in case, right? It's hard for us to defend if we don't have either or, so just really important. Yeah, he thought that we would Princess or something, or try to get a connection because the Baby Dragon might have died, but he was wrong. The Baby Dragon stayed alive, and I was really happy that he decided to do that because that was a waste of elixir. Remember, he doesn't have Tornado, so we can just go in for Goblin Barrels. I'm hoping that he Bard Barrels or something and misses one of them. No, he's not going to. He's going to adjust it. Very well played on his end. Go for Dark Goblin here, and we're going to expect him to Graveyard. He's not doing it ever, man. I guess because he doesn't have Poison and Cycle, right? So we can go in for the Dark Goblin, be able to kill the Bomb Tower and kill the Mega Minion, so that's ideal. If he decides to Graveyard, well, he's going to go right into a Goblin Gang, so it's not that good for him. We can go for a Prince. He's going to get Dark Goblin now, and we should be able to clean that up with ease. We have Prince, Princess, Dark Goblin, and we're up a considerable amount of elixir as well, so I can probably start to go in for Goblin Barrels on the other side, Rascals here to keep the Dark Goblin healthier. And yeah, we're going to be able to kill the Baby Dragon, mitigate any type of counter push that he has. If he goes in for a Knight here, that would be really nice, but he's decided not to. I want to just go for a Rocket because he's going to poison the Princess. So he might go in for a Knight, and then I would go for a Goblin to stop it. Or I would go for a Prince and have it charge on the Knight. So I want to go for Prince, and if he Knights, then it's going to get charged on. Decides to go opposite lane, so this is going to be a little bit more dicey. I know that he's going to Graveyard here, so I want to go for Dark Goblin. I want to go for Rascals. He's not doing it, man. He's just playing super, super defensive. Okay, Goblin Gang needs to go down, so then he's not able to get anything to cross the river. Seems a little bit awkward, but it's definitely the right play to do. He's never Graveyarding when I expect him to, man. I'm just playing so safe. I'm so scared. And then he Graveyards finally. So we can Dark Goblin in a position where we're going to be able to defend both sides. The Baby Dragon's also going to get locked onto after. And same with the Mega Minion. So we're A-okay. The Prince is on the tower on the other side, so we can start to rocket either side we want. He's going to poison, so I think the Dark Goblin locks onto the other side. Wow, he's not doing it. Okay. Go for Rascals. He's played this really well recently, but Electro Wizard is giving him another answer to the Goblin Barrel that he wouldn't traditionally have. I can rocket again if I want to. I think I need to. The Bard Barrel is not going to give him that much value. We can go in for a Prince, and we can go in for a Dark Goblin here, and he's not going to be able to break through this. In fact, I'm pretty sure that we just want to log and have the Prince just tank. So if the Prince is tanking, we go for Princess at the river. We're A-okay. All we need to do is go in for one more rocket log, and we win the game. So this guy was a really good player. Definitely a solid person to play against, and I'm glad that we were able to walk with the W. The log is going to roll right through, and we win the game. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Very good player, in my opinion. Let's go check out his stats and see how good he was. Surprisingly, this guy doesn't have like a crazy amount of Grand Challenge wins, but he's been playing for 3 years, so he's definitely a pretty good player. Got a lot of experience for playing through 3 years, though.